from the Thomas Assembly Center here in Ruston, Louisiana on this Saturday afternoon for the first ever meeting between the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Louisiana Tech Lady Techsters. Hello everyone, I'm Logan Maddox. We appreciate you joining us for this weekend Conference USA showdown as Jacksonville State tries to improve to 2-2 in CUSA matchups, making their first ever trip out here to Ruston to take on one of the most storied programs in women's college basketball, the Lady Techsters, three-time national champions, numerous Final Four runs in the 80s and 90s, and coached by one of their best players of all time in Brooke Storr. They're off to a 7-11 start. They're 1-2 in conference play. Jack State, on the other hand, 6-9 on the year, also winning one of their three CUSA matchups. Gamecocks had a mixed bag of results last weekend at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Got a big upset victory over Liberty last week in the midweek, knocking off the Flames by 15 at home, and then had a good showing against Western Kentucky for much of the matchup last Saturday, a week ago today, their last game, but couldn't get it done in the fourth quarter, couldn't slow down the guards for the Hilltoppers and lost 62-52. And taking on a bit different of a team today in the Lady Techsters. Louisiana Tech doesn't have the speedy guards and the perimeter play that Western Kentucky has. No, they've got some big beef inside, and to hear it from head coach Rick Petrie, they are a problem. They're battle-tested, played a tough non-conference schedule, and the Gamecocks are expecting a battle today in the Bayou State. Same starting five for the Gamecocks as we saw last week. Jasmine Spencer, Brianna Rhodes, Crystal Ison, Madison McCoy, and Brooklyn McDaniel. Gamecocks wearing their black unis with Jack State, the stacked logo on the front in white letters with red trim. Red stripes down the side. The numbers are in red letters with white trim around the numbers. Louisiana Tech in their white home unis with Lady Techsters across the front in script and in baby blue. They have the beautiful red numbers on their jersey, and they've got the, looks like the old school Louisiana Tech logo on the side of the jersey on the shorts. Anna Laura Robinson, the preseason All-CUSA selection, jumping at the line for them, but the opening tip is won by Brianna Rhodes, and we are underway in Ruston. Jasmine Spencer has it to start. She'll take it to the elbow and kick it to the outside. Crystal Ison drives in and misses a jumper from just a few feet away. Crystal Ison led the team in scoring in non-conference play, but has slowed down here in the last three games, averaging right around 2 points per game. They'll drive against Ison, go inside, lay it up and in. Good looking shot by number 10 Bates. Buries it, and it's 2-0 Louisiana Tech early. Salma Bates, the team's leading scorer, comes in averaging close to 12 points per game. Back to the Gamecocks, who are down 2-0. This is Brooklyn McDaniel driving the right side. She'll stop in the lane. Euro step, lay it off the glass, and tie us at 2. Brooklyn McDaniel still in the starting lineup. She's shown some good things on defense. Just looking for that offense to continue to come around for the 5'11 sophomore. Bates has it for Louisiana Tech, swings it near side for Gianna Morris, the freshman, now back off to Robertson. To the right side they go. This is Sylvia Nativi, the Italian, to Bates. She tried to fit one in to Anna Laura Robinson underneath the goal, but it's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Techsters. Louisiana Tech, an offense that averages 63 points per game, so very similar numbers as Jacksonville State. Their defense not quite as tough to start the year, as a three-pointer, or maybe a long two, fell just a bit short from Gianna Morris, and it's rebounded by Jacksonville State. Jasmine Spencer comes near side for Madison McCoy, and a stoppage of play. Looks like a foul inside against the defense. Foul called on Nativi. First foul of this game. It's 2-2 if you're just joining us, 8:28 to go in the first period. Jack State and Louisiana Tech, the first meeting between these new Conference USA rivals. Spencer, a high pass in, caught beyond the arc by McDaniel. Brooklyn has the only points for the Gamecocks, and she'll get 2 more. Again, going right inside against this Lady Techster defense, and while they are tall, they couldn't get over in time and use that big wingspan to get a hand on the ball. It's 4-2. Quickly they feed Anna Laura Robinson, and a spin around jumper is up and in for the hometown product. She played her high school ball just a few miles down the road at Cedar Creek School. And it's 4-4, 2 minutes in. Crystal Ison feeds Brianna Rhodes down low, and the Montgomery native clangs it in off the backboard, 6-4. Brianna Rhodes, team's leading scorer and leading rebounder, 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. She has had a great junior season so far. And off to a good start, giving Jack State the lead right back. Louisiana Tech on the far side, that's Morris coming to the left wing to Bates. This is an experienced Louisiana Tech team. Bates, one of several members of this team that's played in over 75 games and shows her experience with a good pass down low. Gives it off, layup up and in. Stoppage of play as Jasmine Spencer comes up hobbling. That was a layup by Anna Laura Robinson, and Jazz Spencer checks out. If I'm not mistaken, the second straight game, or maybe the second game in conference play, that is, that Spencer has gotten a little banged up. We hope that's all it is. Gamecocks down 2 players due to injury as Samaya Steele did not make the trip, and Kiera Griffin is unable to play today. Brianna Rhodes hands it off to Madison McCoy, looping around to the right side. The senior forward is trapped. She'll hand it off to McDaniel. Brooklyn's gone to work so far. She'll drive it again, and she'll get another shot to fall. Brooklyn McDaniel, good-looking layup to make it 8-6. Gamecocks scoring early against this Lady Texters bunch. They have it beyond the arc with number 24, that's Brandon, to Anna Laura Robinson, top of the key. The 6'3" forward from Ruston. Gives off to Gianna Morris, scoreless so far, and she has it ripped away, a collision, and Brianna Rhodes comes away with it. She falls to the floor, and it'll be a jump ball that will give it back to La Tech, but stingy defense shown early by Brianna Rhodes and the Gamecocks. First turnover of this game, and Louisiana Tech fortunate to have it back after the jump ball. Inbounds pass from Lee. They have just 2 on the shot clock. She'll get a pass back in the corner, try 3, and it's in and out. It falls to Crystal Ison, the JUCO transfer. She'll race away from the defense, stop, now drive the baseline, kick it opposite corner to Elsie Harris. And now a long 2 for Brianna Rhodes, it's money. Bree Rhodes, that mid-range jumper, has been on fire at times this season. It's 10-6, and then a charge on the other end on La Tech. Crystal Ison sent spiraling to the hardwood. And they'll get number 10, Bates, on the foul that time. A couple more subs coming in for Louisiana Tech. Elsie Harris has checked in for JSU to replace to replace Jasmine Spencer, who left earlier with an injury, hoping that it's nothing serious. 4-point lead for the Gamecocks as Crystal Ison has it on the left wing. Walks it toward the free throw line. Now she'll stop at the elbow, spins in the lane, and a travel is called. Good defense that time by Salma Bates, the Tulane transfer, 5'7" senior out of Kenner, Louisiana. One of 4 Lady Texters to play in and start all 19 games this year for La Tech. Bates, Robertson, Morris, and Nativi have started and played in every contest. Speaking of the double, there's Morris. She'll pass beyond the arc to Lee. Now driving down low, reverse layup, rolls in. That is number 45, Anya Bukewicz. And it's 10-8 with 5:15 to go in the first. Gamecocks still on top early here at the Thomas Assembly Center. Brianna Rhodes almost lost it. Passes back outside to Elsie Harris, the Mobile native. Stops at the elbow, passes in the corner to Brooklyn McDaniel. She's pressured, triple team, throws it away, and it's stolen. There's going to be a turnover one way or the other. They pass down the floor to Lee, jumper off the glass, no good, and mid-air catching the layup, or catching the rebound off the missed layup was Brianna Rhodes. And then out of bounds, Jack State couldn't hang on to it. That takes us to the media timeout. 4:48 to go in the first. Jacksonville State 10 and Louisiana Tech 8 here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Stay with us here live from Ruston. welcome you back here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Logan Maddox with you on a Saturday afternoon in Ruston, Louisiana. Jack State 10, La Tech 8 as we come back from the first period media timeout. Gamecocks shooting 5 of 6 from the field, but already 3 turnovers. Things to clean up on offense, but it is good to see that the shots are falling early. It'll be Louisiana Tech basketball after a turnover by Brianna Rhodes. She got a rebound and lost it out of bounds to take us to that timeout, and a foul on the inbounds pass against Bree. A lot of contact. That's part of the scouting report for Louisiana Tech. They are a rough team. They're going to use a lot of screens, and Jack State trying to get around those screens, trying to get through it, continuing coverage. They will get the pass in this time. That's number 32, Kate Thompson, who caught it. Gives it off to Bukewicz. Now they'll pass around the horn. Lee to the left side to Morris. Back to Lee on the right wing. Going up against Maddie McCoy, and the layup falls off the iron and pulled down by Rhodes. A pass ahead to Elsie Harris. The corner to Crystal Eisen, and an errant pass that sails out of bounds. Eisen was looking for Maddie McCoy. Looks like she ran the wrong route. A miscommunication between the two Gamecocks, and turnover number 4 here in the period. 4:22 to go in the first. Gamecocks up by a pair. Bukewicz to the right side, going back to the left. Pass to Salma Bates. To the freshman Morris. Back to Bukewicz. Long 3, got it. From well beyond the line there on that right wing, gets it to go. First tray of the day for either side, and it's 11-10 La Tech. Bukewicz giving the Bulldogs the lead back, and now the Gamecocks trying to respond with Elsie Harris. Drives the right side, gives in the corner to Eisen. Crystal trying to post up, jumps around a couple of defenders. Gets possession back at the baseline, jumpers well short, and rebounded by Thompson of the Lady Texters. Down the center of the floor, Morris takes it all the way. She has it stripped at, falls on the floor to get it. Bukewicz open again for 3, got it. Brooklyn McDaniel left her assignment, which was Bukewicz, because she was scrambling for the loose ball. Back-to-back threes for Anya Bukewicz, and it's 14-10 Louisiana Tech. A 6-0 run out of the media timeout. Brooklyn McDaniel stuck near the lane, passes off to Harris, a runner from far away, no good. And rebound falls to Robin Lee. The speedy number 3 takes it on the opposite end, gives on the right side to Morris, and her layup had no chance. Going up against Brianna Rhodes, good luck is all I'll tell you. Gamecocks come away with it. Down to the baseline, it's Eisen. And they'll restart the play with Elsie Harris beyond the arc. Over to Brianna Rhodes, and the mid-range jumper won't go this time. Rebound falls to Louisiana Tech. Robin Lee drives down low. Madison McCoy guarding this time to Kate Thompson. And the jumper from the free throw line is good. Timeout taken by Jacksonville State. 2:27 to go in the first. A 10-0 run by La Tech at 16-10 Lady Texters. And we'll be back in just a moment here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. A quick timeout for the Gamecocks. Some quick adjustments for head coach Rick Petrie and his staff. 16-10, Louisiana Tech leads, just under 2.5 to go in the first. One game has gone final in Conference USA today. That was a nail-biter in Bowling Green as Western Kentucky beats UTEP 66-65. Game-winning shot from Destiny Salary with 8 seconds left. She had a career-high 25. It's Gamecock ball out of the timeout. Maya Barnes hands it off on the left wing to Rachel Johnson. Walks it to the right side, a screen from Asia Barkley. Pass back to Asia, and she traveled. The Anniston native took the extra step, picked up that pivot foot, and with 2:10 to go, it's right back to the Lady Texters. 5th turnover of the period for Jack State. Morris to the right side. They've got some new faces in there as well. Bukowicz stays in predictably after a couple of made threes. Morris on the right side finds Bukowicz going up against Jaquise May. She'll stop, an errant pass, and it's stolen right to Rachel Johnson. She'll cross the timeline, pass ahead to Asia Barkley, and the layup's no good. Got a finish, and then a foul on the Gamecocks trying to get the rebound. That was a great play until the shot. It was a good steal by Rachel Johnson. Good job evading defenders to get down the floor, and a good pass and catch in the lane. But Barkley just couldn't hit the shot. You gotta have every recipe against a tough team like Louisiana Tech. Their defense was right on Barkley as well. Still a 6-point lead for Louisiana Tech. The 10-0 run continuing. It spanned over 3.5 minutes. They're trying to add to it here. Number 33 has it top of the key. I believe that is Worm down low. Good pass, and Bukowicz with a layup. She has come alive here in the last few minutes of game time, 18-10. Now Jack State, who started 5 of 5 from the field, will turn it over once again on a moving screen. Petrie did not like the call, and he'll take another timeout. 1:23 to go in the first. And Jack State taking another timeout. We'll keep it here for this one. Mentioned the final score. Western Kentucky beat UTEP today 66-65. Took a big second half from Western Kentucky to knock off the Miners, but they do come away victorious. It's already lopsided in Murfreesboro, a 14-0 run for Middle Tennessee, and they lead New Mexico State 20-5. And out in Huntsville, Texas, it's a tight one in the first period. Liberty 13, Sam Houston 11. We'll have 4 men's games coming on later on today. First one will be in Jacksonville. The Gamecocks playing host to Louisiana Tech on the men's side at 4 p.m. at Pete Matthews Coliseum. If you're listening in back at home, make sure to head on out and take in a big game at the Pete this afternoon. Liberty hosting Sam Houston at 6 p.m. and then the 2 late games, New Mexico State and Middle Tennessee and Las Cruces at 8 o'clock Central, and UTEP and Western Kentucky in El Paso, also at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. All those games will be broadcast on ESPN+. A 12-0 run for Louisiana Tech over the last 4 minutes, and it's Lady Texter basketball as we come back to play with 1:23 to go. TV, the passer for Louisiana Tech. To Bates, who crosses the timeline. Goes to the left side. That was Paris Guillory, the freshman who's checked in. Now to Anna Laura Robinson straight away. She's got Barkley on her. 15 on the shot clock, and it's stolen. A handoff broken up by Rachel Johnson. Over to Jasmine Spencer, and she traveled again. My goodness. .103 left in the first. Just miscommunications all around by Jacksonville State. Lady Texters passing it in on the far sideline. It's Amaya Brannon, the Plano, Texas product. On the wing to Bates. Now coming left side, they'll hand it off to Morris. Brannon with it. And a foul on the defense away from the play. And that is on Asia Barkley. That is the 4th team foul, I believe, on Jack State. For Asia, her 2nd, and she'll come off here in the first, and we may not see her for the entire 2nd as Brianna Rhodes checks back in. Goes into Anna Laura Robinson, and she banks it in off the backboard. A 14-0 scoring run for the Lady Texters. They lead it 20-10 with 35 seconds to go in the first. Jaquise May driving the baseline, and she throws it to Louisiana Tech down low. Goes right to Paris Guillory, the freshman. She'll hand it off on the left wing. There's about a 2-second difference between the shot and game clocks. They go over to Bates on the right side this time. Now to Robinson, beyond the arc. Finds Morris, back to the right, back to Brannon. Trying to find an opening against the Gamecock defense. They go with Bates, drives in, layup no good, rebounded by Roberson, put back, got it. Anna Laura Robertson with a shot to beat the buzzer. And Louisiana Tech ends the period on a 16-0 scoring run. Jack State did not score over the final 5.5 minutes. And it's 22-10 as we head to the second, looking for better luck here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Jacksonville State basketball as we start the second. The opening pass was tipped by the Lady Texters, but Jazz Spencer will get it on the opposite side of midcourt. 22-10, Louisiana Tech at the end of one. Jumper in and out by Brianna Rhodes and rebounded by La Tech. They stretch the floor quickly, going all the way down to the baseline. Back in the corner, a three from Morris, no good. Initially, they had found Sylvia Nativi down there, but she passed it off to Morris, who couldn't hit the shot. On the other end, it's Rachel Johnson who makes a runner through contact, count the basket and a foul, and finally, the scoring run comes to a close. If you're just joining us, Louisiana Tech ended the first on a 16-0 scoring run. Jack State led 10-6. And then out of nowhere, couldn't get a bucket. Finally, that stretch comes to a close here in the second. Rachel Johnson, the graduate transfer from Eufaula, makes the and one. It's 22-13. Back to a single-digit difference here in Louisiana. Lady Texters have got it. Anna Laura Robertson to the left side to Brandon. And a screen obstruction against Robertson. She just barreled over Brianna Rhodes. The Gamecocks will get it back. Jack State in the first period didn't shoot poorly. They were 5 of 10 from the field, but the problem was they only had 10 opportunities. That was due to 8 turnovers, just 3 for La Tech. A lot to clean up here in the second. And immediately the ball goes right back to La Tech on a moving screen by Jacksonville State. First team foul against the Gamecocks here in period number 2. We'll see who they got the foul on. Looks like it might be Jasmine Spencer, and it will be. 9:12 to go in the half. 22-13, Louisiana Tech leads here at the TAC. Salma Bates crosses half court. Goes right side to Bukowicz, who hit a pair of threes in that first period, part of that long scoring run. She started it. She'll try another three here, but it's off the mark. Tips. They get the offensive board. The putback is blocked. Guillory couldn't get it. Maya Barnes with a rejection. She's got to be towards the team's lead in blocks this season, despite only playing in a handful of games. Very talented defender, gives it back to Jack State, and Jasmine Spencer hangs on to it near the edge of the La Tech logo at midcourt. Spencer attacks this time, tries a shot off the glass, no good. She gets the rebound. Outside to Ison, a three, and that one's nowhere close off the glass. Caught in the corner by Jacksonville State's by Louisiana Tech's Annalar Robertson. Down to Bukowicz, who runs into a wall defensively, and then a charge as she passes it away to Nativi. Wasn't a ton of contact, but just enough to warrant a foul, according to the officials. And Brooke Storr, the head coach for Louisiana Tech, not a fan of that whistle. They show the replay, and now the fans getting a little irate here in Cajun country. Maya Barnes swings one left wing to Rachel Johnson. Underhand toss to Ison. Now back to Maya Barnes. Barnes, the Shelton State transfer, gives off to Ison, gets around a screen on the left side, back to Brianna. Fakes a shot, now she'll go up for it, and it rims out. Rebound caught by Brannon for La Tech. 7:45 to go in the half. They drive all the way with Salma Bates, and the layup rolls in. Crystal Ison could not stop her on defense, and it's 24-13. First points of the second for Louisiana Tech. Back to Jasmine Spencer in the Gamecocks, NJCAA's leading scorer last year. Flares it over to Maya Barnes. Now a handoff to Rachel Johnson. Darts inside and a block on the Lady Texters. It hurts, actually, Jack State, because Rachel Johnson kicked it out to a wide open Crystal Ison, who buried a three. But instead, it's just a foul on Louisiana Tech's Amaya Brannon, her first. And already the fourth team foul here in the second period on La Tech. Gamecocks a foul away from the bonus with 7:19 to go in the half. This could be a great opportunity to battle back at the charity stripe with one more foul. Rachel Johnson stands at the left wing. The neon shoes, she'll pass it toward the corner. A three for Jazz Spencer, way too much on it. Caught by Brandon, down the floor they go to Guillory, layup, good. The freshman from Lake Charles has impressed all season. She's earned CUSA Freshman of the Week honors this year. She shows why with a talented speed, gifted play to lay it up and in. 26-13 again, doubling up the Gamecocks. 6:41 to go in the half. Spencer on the left side, gets a screen, passes it right. Open Ison, three ball, too much on it. Rebounded by Maya Barnes, putback's good. Maya laid that one high off the backboard, but it goes to make it an 11-point game, 26-15. Faked a three to Maya Brannon. Gives left side to Guillory, now back to the right they go to Bates. Worm has it straight away. Guillory drives inside, it was stripped, and then a foul on the floor. As Guillory was losing the ball, that's against Jasmine Spencer, and that will be her second. Brianna Rhodes comes off, as does Maya Barnes. Jasmine Spencer checks out. New faces include Shaquise May, Asia Barkley, and Elsie Harris. Find Paris Guillory on the inbounds pass. She has it in the corner, walks it out toward the La Tech logo. Pass to Bukowicz, now on the right wing to Bates. Louisiana Tech up by 11 with 5:55 to go in the half. They find Robin Lee, 2 on the shot clock, and it's stripped away. They won't get the shot off in time. Robin Lee put it up too late. She knocked down what would have been a three, but didn't get it off in time. You got to thank the defense all around, but also Elsie Harris, who was the on-ball defender that time and had knocked it away initially. 5:44 and ticking in the half as Elsie walks it up the floor. Another JUCO transfer for the Gamecocks, kicks it to Shaquise May in the corner, and she hits a three. The junior from Atlanta cuts into the deficit, makes it 26-18. First three of the game for Jacksonville State. Now you need a stop as Robin Lee Posts up against Madison McCoy. She'll pass it out. An overpass initially, but caught by Bukowicz. Has it on the wing, called for a screen, didn't get it, and then a blocking foul will be called as she drove against Shaquise May. Now the officials are going to talk it over. Shaquise trying to argue that it was a charge, but no such luck. A blocking foul on May. 5:09 in the first half. Jacksonville State trails 26-18 here at Louisiana Tech. This is the first ever meeting between the Gamecocks and the Lady Techsters, although Coach Petrie has coached here before. His first team at South Alabama came here in the 2000-2001 season and lost back toward the end of the heyday of the Louisiana Tech dynasty. We'll have more on that in a minute. Lady Techsters with the ball, trying to add to their lead. 10 on the shot clock. Guillory, the freshman, on the left side, goes back to the right. To Morris, then to Lee, who drives against Madison McCoy. Has it at the baseline. Her shot way off the mark. Never got close to the rim, and that's another shot clock violation forced by Jack State's defense. That takes us to the media timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about Petrie's last game here and the connection that he has with this coaching staff. 4:48 to go in the half. Louisiana Tech 26, Jack State 18. Jacksonville State trails Louisiana Tech 26-18. 4:48 to go here in the first half in Ruston. Mentioned before the break that Coach Petrie has coached here before, way back in 2000, 2001. His last showdown here was on February 3rd, 2001. His team at South Alabama lost 71-46, and the current head coach for Louisiana Tech, Brooke Storr, was on the team then as Jack State drives it all the way with Elsie Harris. They miss a layup, rebounded by the Lady Techsters. Trying to add to an 8-point lead here in the second period. Layup no good for them and out of bounds off the Gamecocks. In fact, not only was Storr on the team that year, she was a playmaker for Ruston, or for Louisiana Tech, I should say. She ended up with 15 points and 6 rebounds that day and ended up as the NCAA's all-time leader in free throw percentage. Now leading Louisiana Tech. This is her 8th season, 127 wins in her career here at a program that has amassed 1,200 all-time, one of just 5 programs to win 1,200 games. It goes like this: Louisiana Tech, UConn, Old Dominion, Tennessee. I believe there's one other that has amassed 1,200 as well. Louisiana Tech goes to Bukowicz on the left side. She'll drive down in, and a charge for sure that time. And that'll be team foul number 5. The Gamecocks will be in the bonus for the final 4-10. By the way, that last program was Stanford, just came to me. Stanford, Tennessee, Connecticut, Old Dominion, and La Tech, the only 1,200 win programs in women's college basketball. Madison McCoy drives in the paint for Jack State. She'll draw a shooting foul on Bukowicz. And now she's into some foul trouble. She'll have to come off the floor as she gets 2 quick fouls back-to-back. It looks like they're actually going to give it to Paris Guillory instead, but Bukowicz will check out. That is the first foul on Guillory as the free throw from Madison McCoy rolls to the back of the rim and falls off. Maddie, the 6-foot senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, 75% free throw shooter this season. She hits the second one. And it's 26-19, a 7-point ball game with just under 4 to play in the half. Gianna Morris holds it just in front of the Jacksonville State bench on the far side. And she receives a bump from Madison McCoy. That's a foul. That'll be team foul number 2 here in the second on the Gamecocks, trying to hold Louisiana Tech scoreless some more. Lady Techsters have not scored in the last 3:15. And it's a 6-0 run over that time by the Gamecocks. They find Maya Brannon. She has it stripped away, though. Asia Barkley with a heady play defensively. Poke that one away. Over to Elsie Harris in transition. Pass to Madison McCoy. She'll spin. Edge of the lane, Maddie looking around. She'll find Shaquise May in the corner. Queese, not far from the rim, gives off to Rachel Johnson. Jumper off the glass and the rim. And a foul on the Gamecocks trying for a rebound. Foul on Asia Barkley. And back to La Tech as the Gamecocks are tagged for team foul number 5. Both teams in the bonus for the final 3:17. And some free throws coming up, a 1-and-1 for Anna Laura Robinson. Robinson, 80% free throw shooter on the season. She's second on the team in points per game. And she's already got 8. Make it 9 as the first free throw's up and in. Second free throw from Robertson is true. Robertson, the 6'3" forward, goes 2 for 2 to make it a 9-point game once again, 28-19. Just over 3 to go in the half. Madison McCoy gets it top of the key, walks it into the lane near the CUSA logo. She'll find Shaquise May driving the baseline and a foul call. Bit of a late call that time on the foul, but it was definitely there, and it's a shooting foul to send Shaquise to the charity stripe. We saw Shaquise bury a 3 earlier, has the only tray of the day for Jacksonville State. And the third-year guard out of Rockdale County High School in the Peach State heads to the line where she is 5 for 10 this season. Shaquise has played in all 16 games this year for Jack State. An important role player off the bench and trying to do her job at the line right here. Free throw is airball, short. And the La Tech bench, which is just to the right of press row, is letting her hear it. Second one's good. She makes up for it. It's 28-20. La Tech basketball up by 8. 2:50 to go in the third. They find Bukowicz on the right side. She has been impressive to this point. Gets a screen from Robertson. Thought of passing back. Instead, she'll pass it away. This is Gianna Morris. Morris found an opening on the right side, but can't hit the layup. Madison McCoy recovered defensively, threw it right to her, and a layup for La Tech out of it. Madison McCoy with a great job to force the missed shot, get the rebound, then threw it right to Louisiana Tech. Morris to Brannon, layup good, and it's 30-20. Shaquise May drives the lane, lost the ball, out of bounds, La Tech ball. 2:14 to go in the second. Louisiana Tech up 10, and they'll have possession once more. Maya Brannon will throw it in for the Lady Techsters. She'll find Morris, the point guard, who brings it up. Brannon near side. Now to Paris Guillory, the first-year Lady Techster. Robertson hands it off to Morris, to Bukowicz, everybody touching at this possession. Down low to Robertson, around 2 defenders. Lost the ball initially, picks it back up, puts up a bad shot, put back no good, and this time Maya Barnes gets the rebound. Defense in the right place that time for Jack State. Rachel Johnson walks it across the floor, almost a poor pass, but Maya Barnes recovers. Back to Johnson in the corner, Shaquise May, contested three, and it was blocked. Brannon got a hand on it. Rachel Johnson came away with it, but they're going to say a jump ball first. Shot fell way short, and they're saying there was a held ball on the ground, or maybe out of bounds. Nevertheless, Jack State's going to throw it in. High pass to Maya Barnes. Barnes got it straight away. Around 2 defenders, now they'll force a jump ball. It was just, the previous one was just out of bounds off La Tech. This time it's a jump ball, and they've got it with 1:27 to go. La Tech 30, Jack State 20. Tiana Morris brings it up the court. On the right wing, Guillory bounces a pass to Robertson, left side. Fakes a handoff, now she'll pass it. Right side, Brannon. Fits a perfect pass down low to Robertson. The layup is good, and a foul on Brianna Rhodes. You couldn't have drawn a prettier pass from Brannon to Robertson. And a foul from behind on Brianna Rhodes will send Robertson back to the line here in the second. Robertson with 12 points, one of 2 Lady Techsters in double-figure scoring, as Bukowicz has got 10. And Robertson trying to add to this 12-point lead with 68 seconds left to play in the half. And one's good, 33-20. Elsie Harris down the center of the court for Jacksonville State. Looking for a bucket, a stop, maybe another bucket to end the half if you're JSU. McCoy on the left side, passes to an open Rachel Johnson, a 3, and the line drive shot goes in. First 3 of the day for Rachel Johnson. She's got 6 points now. And Laura Robertson, 2, in and out. Rebounded by the Gamecocks. Maybe another bucket here. Elsie Harris takes it inside, back out, 3 for Rachel. This one too short, rebounded baseline by McCoy, but she was out of bounds. 28.1 seconds to go. The shot clock is off, and La Tech's got the ball. Maya Brannon will pass it in to Gianna Morris. She'll get past half court. We'll see how long they hold on to it before they really start the play. And Laura Robertson has it on the right side. A handoff and a foul on the Gamecocks defensively. No. They're going to say an offensive charge on Robertson. Her second personal. I thought for sure that was a foul on the Gamecocks, but we won't argue it. 13 seconds to play, Jack State basketball. Harris drives down low, kicks it in the corner. 3 for Johnson, yes, another for Rachel. La Tech, a long heave at the horn. No dice that time, and that takes us to halftime. Jacksonville State battles back a bit in the second, and they trail by 7 as we head to the locker rooms. It's Louisiana Tech 33 and Jacksonville State 26. We'll come back in just a few minutes. We'll check some stats here at the break. We'll also take a look at scores across the league and preview tonight's men's matchup at the Pete. But here at halftime in Ruston, it's Louisiana Tech 33 and Jacksonville State 26. Stay with us here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. And we're back with you here at the Thomas Assembly Center in Ruston, Louisiana. It's halftime at La Tech, and Jacksonville State trails the Lady Techsters 33-26 here at the break. Still a lot of time left in this one. The good thing is you saw some good things score with 9 points, 3 of 5 from the field, couple of threes, and 1 for 1 at the charity stripe. Daniel Brooklyn with 1 rebound in the first half as well. Not a bad start for the sophomore out of Cleburne County High School. Shaquise May hit a 3 and hit a free throw. She's got 4 points. And Madison McCoy was 1 of 2 at the free throw line. That's all for scoring. Maddie did have 1 assist, however. Jasmine Spencer, no points in the first half, but she's got 1 rebound to her credit. No points in the first half for Crystal Ison. 2 rebounds, though, for the junior out of Tacoma, Washington. And no points in the first half for Elsie Harris, although she was credited with 3 steals in 11 minutes. For the Gamecocks, Anna Laura Robertson, and she has collected quite a few rebounds. She's got 2, 4 for Amaya Brandon, who's also tall. They had 4 more than the Gamecocks in the first half, as they end up with 17 rebounds. For Louisiana Tech, scoring goes like this. Leading scorer in the game is Anna Laura Robertson, the 6'3" senior forward. 13 points, added 2 rebounds in the first half. And then 10 points for Anya Bukowicz. Bukowicz had a pair of threes in that first quarter. She's 4 of 5 from the field so far. 10 points for Bukowicz to start out this contest. 4 points in the first half and 1 assist for Salma Bates, the impressive shooting guard. 2 points and a couple of rebounds for Paris Guillory, the freshman who won Freshman of the Week earlier this season. 2 points and 2 rebounds for Kate Thompson as well in the first half for La Tech. 1 assist for Thompson. And no points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists for Gianna Morris, the freshman. Tough sledding on the offensive end so far. 0 of 5 from the field, but still plenty of time to turn that around. Robin Lee, no points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in the first half. And Mackenzie Worm, saw her for just 4 minutes. No points, no rebounds, 1 assist in the first half. La Tech was on fire from the field. They shot 10 of 16 in the first quarter, ended 14 of 30 in the entire first half, 47%. They were 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. That is 33%. They hit all 3 of their free throws. Louisiana Tech with 12 points off turnovers, 20 points in the paint, both more than Jack State by a considerable margin. They had twice as many second chance points and 1 more point from fast breaks, 4 to Jack State's 3. But the JSU bench is outperforming La Tech right now, 15-14. Interesting first half for sure. Still plenty of time to turn it around if you're Jack State. Here at the break, it's Louisiana Tech 33 and Jacksonville State 26. Stay with us here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Second half about to get underway here at the Thomas Assembly Center in Ruston, Louisiana. Louisiana Tech 33, Jacksonville State 26 as we start the third quarter in Ruston. Brooklyn McDaniel will pass it in, and we are underway for the second half. It goes to Madison McCoy in the backcourt. She'll pass it ahead to Jasmine Spencer. Looking left side to McDaniel. Forces one down low. That's Brianna Rhodes. Spin around jumper is airballed. Falls a bit short, to say the least, and La Tech comes away with it. Lady Techsters race down the floor with Morris. To the right side they go to Nativi, excuse me. Now to Bates. Mid-range jumper, and Salma Bates has her first make of the day. 9-point game, 35-26. La Tech leads it. Gamecocks give it off to Rachel Johnson, who's in there to start the second half after a nice end to the first half. Brooklyn McDaniel on the far side. She's pressured. 3 defenders around her, and it's a jump ball. No, or is that a foul? They're going to say reaching in. Very close to being a jump ball that would have given it to La Tech, but instead the Gamecocks will hang on to it. They call a foul on Nativi. That is her third personal. And she checks out just as quickly as she had entered here in the second half. Jasmine Spencer throws it in to Madison McCoy, takes one hop to her. McCoy spins, lays it off the glass, and it rolls in. Good job. The defender, Brandon, was right on her, but Madison McCoy with a very impressive play, and it's 35-28. On defense, Brianna Rhodes is called for a foul on the opposite end, working against Anna-Laura Robertson. And now Rhodes is going to get into some foul trouble as she's set to check out for Asia Barkley. Third personal on Brianna, not a player that Jack State can afford fouling out. Only 4 points in this game, but she is so critical to what you do on offense and defense. Shot missed off the glass by Amaya Brannon, and a very late foul is called on the floor after going for the rebound, and they're going to get it on Rachel Johnson. Quick second foul on the Gamecocks with 8:47 to go here in the third. Lady Techsters will pass it in just to the right of their goal. As Bates tosses it in to Brannon, puts it up with the left hand, and another foul called. The whistles have been busy here in the third. It'll be a shooting foul to send Brannon to the line. Trying to add to a touchdown lead for La Tech, 35-28. Brannon, player who's dealt with some injuries this season, 10 of 12 at the free throw line coming in. The first one is good. 36-28 your score. By the way, that foul was on Madison McCoy. Second personal on the Walters State College transfer. And Brannon's second, in and out, and it falls to McCoy. Goes ahead to Jasmine Spencer, who crosses the timeline. Jasmine, the junior guard out of Bartow, Florida. Backing up with Morris guarding. Has it on the right wing, comes near side to Madison McCoy. Maddie drives, quick stops and passes away to Jazz Spencer. Jazz Euro step layup, no good, and another foul. Team foul number 2 on the Lady Techsters here in the quarter. And already fourth foul of the second half. We are just over 90 seconds in. So Jasmine will earn it at the charity stripe, or at least try to. Spencer with no points in that first half, and the first free throw rattles around but does go down. She's played in all 16 games for Jack State this year, 75% free throw shooter, and the second one's nothing but net. 36-30, it's now a 2-possession game after Jack State trailed by as many as 13 in that first half. Continuing to chop away at this deficit. Trying for one more stop on defense here. Lady Techsters passing it left side to Bukowicz. Now to Robin Lee, left wing. Anna-Laura Robertson, a handoff. Back to the right is Morris. Bates has got it. 10 on the shot clock. They find Lee on the far side. She'll retreat. Give off to Morris straight away. Inside Robertson, shot over Barkley, no good. And pulled down by McCoy. Madison galloping down the near side. She'll pass over to Spencer. Being very patient on the offensive end, or the Gamecocks, and it's paid off here of late. McCoy trying to find a teammate. It's going to be Rachel Johnson looping around near side. Sets up shop on the left wing with Bates covering. 6 on the shot clock. Asia Barkley charges. Had it at the baseline, tried to spin away from Robertson, put a shoulder into her. Textbook. 7:30 to go in the period, right back to La Tech. Still a 6-point game, and possession goes to the Lady Techsters as they find Bukowicz on the far sideline. Back to the right wing. This is Salma Bates. Done a good job dishing it out in this game. Gianna Morris left side, got a screen from Robertson. Now passes back to the right side. Bukowicz down low, a perfect pass from Bukowicz to Robertson, and her layup's good. 38-30. Bukowicz has had some picture-perfect passes in this contest. Brooklyn McDaniel finds Madison McCoy. She'll drive right side of the lane, and that layup's no good. Over to the Lady Techsters. Bukowicz with the rebound. She takes it all the way down the floor and passes top of the key to Lee. Back to Bukowicz. She has it straight away now with a screen from Robertson. Drives down low, shot over McDaniel, rolls in. And now Louisiana Tech back up double digits at 40-30 with 6:28 to go. Another stoppage of play, as I think Jazz Spencer might have been a little slow getting up. She'll come off, as will Brooklyn McDaniel, as they bring in Shaquise May and Elsie Harris. Might have been a sub or two for Louisiana Tech as well. I think Robertson's taking a seat. That means that most likely Worm has checked in. Nope, that is Thompson instead. Harris at the midcourt logo. Drives against the defense, and she throws it into the bleachers. Was trying to get it to Rachel Johnson in the corner and had way too much on that one. 6:10 and ticking here in quarter number 3. Jack State down by 10. Thompson top of the key, and she threw it to the coaches. Miscommunication by one side to miscommunication by the other. Jack State basketball. McCoy will toss it in for the Lady Techsters, or for the Gamecocks against the Lady Techsters, right beside their bench. And a foul on the inbound, tripping against Robin Lee. Tripped up Elsie Harris, who took a tumble on the inbound. And Lee, the junior from Moss Point, Mississippi, tagged with her first personal. A third team foul here in the quarter. Elsie Harris gets the inbound this time. She'll take it up to the right wing. A screen from Barnes. Left corner, 3 from Rachel Johnson, in and out. Missed it from the wing, that is. Got her on rebound, put back no good. This time it falls to Maya. Maya in the lane, lobs it outside to McCoy. And now over to Harris. Elsie on the right side. Lost the ball, and it goes to Robin Lee of Louisiana Tech. She's plucked away by the speedster. To Bates, now back outside to Lee. Walks it from the left side to the right side. She'll pass it to Gianna Morris. Back to Lee straight away. Lee at the elbow, spinning away from Elsie Harris. Passes outside. They've got 10 on the shot clock. Bates on the far side. The give is to Kate Thompson. A handoff to Morris. The freshman drives in, layup short. Caught by Rachel Johnson with the rebound. Over to Elsie Harris. 3-on-2 in the corner. A 3 for Maya Barnes, and she knocks it down. Maya Barnes, her first 3 of the day. She's got 5 points, and it's 40-33. The junior from Carver High School in Montgomery cuts into the deficit a bit. It's a 7-point game. Robin Lee going up against Madison McCoy. Her shot in off the backboard. Nice bank shot by Lee, 42-33. Elsie Harris passes half court, stops on the right side, a screen from McCoy, gives over to Barnes, and another foul inside as Madison McCoy is sent to the deck. That takes us to the media timeout here in the third quarter. 4:25 to go, and Louisiana Tech leads it 42-33. Be back in just a moment here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Louisiana Tech leads Jacksonville State 42-33. 4:25 to go here in the third quarter of play. The La Tech band playing away. Didn't mention it. Nice crowd and a nice arena. Pretty good facilities here in Ruston. As the inbounds pass from Jack State is stolen by Bukowicz. She just reached up there and got a hand on it. It was intended for Rachel Johnson. She'll beat Johnson to the hoop, and then a foul called as she missed the layup. That foul goes against Maya Barnes, who is coming over to help Rachel defensively. Just a poor sequence that time for the Gamecocks. Team foul number 5, so La Tech is in the bonus for the final 4:16. It sends Bukowicz to the line. She's already got 10 points. Correction, 12 points. She made another shot. Misses the first free throw, no good. Bukowicz, 64% at the line coming into this game. And she gets the second one. 10-point game once again, 43-33. Getting close to the 4-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Jasmine Spencer has it poked away, and a foul called on a reach-in against Paris Guillory. She did get the ball, but she also made contact with the body of Jasmine Spencer, and that puts Jack State in the bonus now. So every whistle this point on results in free throws. First freebie from Jazz Spencer is up and good. Jasmine, the transfer from Hillsborough Community College in Florida. Fourth on the team in scoring this year, and she's 2 for 2 that trip to the line. Spencer with 4 points tonight. She's 4 of 4 at the stripe, and it's 43-35. Louisiana Tech basketball, they go left side. New faces in there for them. Kate Thompson hands it off to Salma Bates. Now over to Brandon Long, 2 off the rim, pulled down by Maya Barnes. She'll give to the point guard, Spencer. Jazz finds Maya straight away. Guarded by Thompson, double team, now kicks it out to Rachel Johnson, who was unguarded for a moment. Rachel drives down low, the layup no good. Off the glass, and Petrie just watches on, trying to make adjustments here. Looks like they will bring in a new face at the next stop. La Tech goes back to Brannon. Has it toward the baseline, a handoff now. They go over to Bukowicz. Bukowicz drives, layup, goes in again. Anya Bukowicz, 15 points in this game. Incredible night for her. By the way, the new player in there for La Tech is number 1, Autumn Smith, the junior guard from Arlington, Texas. Jasmine Spencer, a Curry range 3 in and out. Not far off from making it, but it doesn't go, and it's back to La Tech and Bukowicz. Goes back in the lane, spins, and passes away to Brannon. To Salma Bates on the right side. Top of the key, Bukowicz, and left side to Smith. Leading by 10, La Tech looking for more right here. Handoff from Thompson to Bates, jumper from the elbow, got it. The lead is a dozen now with 2:30 to go in the quarter. Jasmine Spencer standing on the left wing. Gets away from a screen, she'll take it down low, now pass it all the way across the floor. And a stoppage play as Spencer comes down again. Jasmine walking gingerly on that ankle. Well, that stoppage of play, they'll let the subs check in. They've had some trouble getting perspiration up off the floor there at the baseline. I think that Jasmine might have ran into the cheerleaders there in the end zone. Not sure if that's what's happened or not. Oh, it was a foul. Did not hear the whistle that time. Foul was on Autumn Smith, so Jasmine heads to the line, makes the first one. 5 of 5 at the line in this game is Spencer. She hits both. A career-high 6 free throws made in this game by the first-year Gamecock. And it's 47-37. Jack State will take it. Salma Bates jogs down the floor this time for Louisiana Tech. Robertson coming near side. Handoff to Bates at the elbow, back to the wing. A 3 for Bukowicz. Almost banked it in off the backboard, but it's no good. Rebounded by McCoy. Elsie Harris down the right side. Comes in to replace Spencer, who has not appeared to be 100% after that injury in the first. McCoy spins inside the arc, now in the lane, puts up a prayer, and it's answered. The shot goes in. Second field goal of the afternoon for Maddie, 47-39. TV. Over to Robertson. Now a handoff to Bates. Back to the TV on the left wing. They find Robertson down low. Spin around shot over Barnes. No good. She'll get the rebound. Ahead to Elsie Harris, who breaks away from the defense, then kicks it in the corner to Eisen. Back to Elsie in the corner this time. Elsie driving against Bates. She'll spin. Jumper off the mark. Offensive board for Brooklyn McDaniel, though. Good play. Now swings it around to Maddie McCoy, top of the key 3, airballed out. 51.6 seconds to go here in quarter number 3, and La Tech's lead is 8. They'll roll it up where it's picked up at half court by Bates. To Nativi on the left wing, over to Smith and to Robertson. Bukowicz gets it, and everybody touches it this possession quickly. 20 on the shot clock as they find Smith on the far side. In the corner, it's to the TV. A bounce pass to Robertson, jumper good. Anna Laura Robertson, short jumper, buried it, nearly a steal on the inbound as Autumn Smith was kind of hovering around there, and the Gamecocks didn't notice. Fortunately, she tipped it out. So no harm done that time. Now another sub as number 33 comes in for Louisiana Tech. That is Mackenzie Worm, the 6'4" junior, to give Robertson a break. And Robin Lee comes in for Nativi. Elsie Harris gets the inbound pass. Half-second difference between the shot and game clocks, and the Gamecocks are holding off for that last second shot here in the third. Elsie has it on the left wing, trying to cut into this 10-point game with another made shot if you're Jack State. Smith guarding, gets a screen from Rhodes, goes to the right, passes back to Brianna. Brianna driving against Bukowicz, shot no good, no foul called, rebounded by Maya, and now a foul with 2.7 to go. Some fans in the court seats trying to ask for a travel. The officials are going to say the travel was due to the foul. It was rebounded by Barnes, and she was pulled by a Lady Texter. With 2 seconds to go, Maya will head to the free throw line. Barnes 5 points, she's 2 of 2 from the field. On the season, 5 of 6 at the line, and the first one is good. That was the second foul on Robin Lee. Maya hits both. Systematic up and in, 49-41. They give it in to Bukowicz, a heave from half court, off the glass. We head to the fourth quarter. Louisiana Tech leading by 8, 49-41. Stay with us here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Louisiana Tech has the ball as we start the fourth quarter of play at the Thomas Assembly Center. La Tech leads 49-41. Logan Maddox with you here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Nativi has it on the left wing. She'll find Bukowicz in the corner. Back to Sylvia Nativi. They go inside to Anna-Laura Robertson. Spin around jumper off the back of the rim, and it's caught by Maya Barnes. Gamecocks get the stop. Could use a score here as Elsie Harris has it. The redshirt junior standing just in front of Petrie and the coaching staff. Comes near side to Maya Barnes. Junior from Montgomery, spinning in the lane, layup with a left-handed finish. 49-43. Pretty finish that time by Maya, working against a talented defender in Nativi. And they'll get a turnover. They threw it right to Brianna Rhodes. Ahead to Elsie, now on the wing to Maya. Fake to three, she'll drive against Nativi. Layup no good, but a blocking foul. And Maya, who went 2 for 2 at the line just a minute ago, will head back with a chance to cut into this 2-possession deficit. If you're just joining us, Louisiana Tech took advantage of a cold streak by Jack State in that first period, went on a 16-0 run to kind of set the tone for this game. But Jack State has continued to claw back and trying to overcome this now 6-point deficit. 9:01 to go in the game. Maya Barnes at the line. Makes the first one, no problem. 49-44. The closest this game has been in some time. Second one off the front of the rim, no good. Lady Techsters get it down the floor quickly to Bukowicz. Bates has got it straight away. Gets a screen from Robinson, goes to the right side. To the left they go to Brannon. Now to Robertson once more, straight away, the hometown kid. A handoff to Bukowicz. She gets a screen from Robertson. Doesn't take a shot though. 5 on the shot clock. They go down to Robertson and she hits the shot. Just give it to her at the baseline. She'll make something happen. 51-44. Elsie Harris holds it on the left wing for Jacksonville State. Tamaya Barnes spinning at the lane, puts up a shot off the rim. Just a prayer that time. Really didn't have a chance. A duck of a shot goes to Louisiana Tech. They find Brannon standing at the H of the Louisiana Tech logo. Passing it around several moving pieces at any time for La Tech. A very quick moving, a lot of motion offense. 4 on the shot clock. A 3 from Bates off the glass and a violation that'll give it to Jack State. The one thing that is a Rick Petrie trademark is the defense is going to keep you in most games. To hear it from him, he's said this season and consistently that it's about the offense. How does the offense produce? Can the offense get it done here in the fourth quarter? At times, they've been able to in this matchup. The defense has kept them in it, 51-44, as they force their third shot clock violation. Pass to Brianna Rhodes. Defender fell down, and she lays it in. 51-46. Robertson tried to sell for a charge, didn't get it. Brannon forces one in there. Nice pass by Robertson, but the layup goes in and out. And then Jack State passes ahead to Elsie Harris, nearly out of bounds. Elsie keeps up to it, gives it off to a wide open Brooklyn McDaniel, who lays it in. And with that, it's a one-possession difference, 51-48, as timeout is taken by La Tech. We'll step aside with them. 7 minutes to go in the game. Louisiana Tech leads 51-48. Jacksonville State trailing Louisiana Tech 51-48 in this women's basketball showdown at the Thomas Assembly Center in Ruston, Louisiana. These two teams will meet in Calhoun County later this season. La Tech will make the trip to Jack State a day after Valentine's Day for the return matchup. But who will win this first one, the first ever meeting between Jack State and La Tech? Salma Bates has got it on the right wing as we come back to play with just under 7 minutes to go. They lead by 3. Bukowicz gets around the screen, drives it all the way, and a late foul called. We'll see who they get, and it looks like it'll be Brooklyn McDaniel. First on the sophomore, but a costly foul, as that'll send Bukowicz, who's red hot in this game, to the free throw line. It's important to note that for Bukowicz, I don't think she was in the starting lineup. But she certainly played well despite that. Nah, she was not a starter. 16 points, all off the bench after the first made free throw. Hits both of them. 17 points for Anya Bukowicz. 6:38 to go. 5-point game in favor of the home team here in the Bayou State. Madison McCoy swings one to the right wing. This is Crystal Ison. Back to Maddie. Takes it inside the lane. She's pressured and a jump ball is forced, but it'll stay with Jack State. And who else but big number 45, Anya Bukowicz, comes racing in and locks up with McCoy to force that jump ball. Elsie Harris will throw it in at the baseline as Jack State tries to come closer from this 5-point deficit. In the corner, it's Ison. Ison loops in the lane, shot too short, rebounded by Bree Rhodes, put back, no good. She tried a jumper, and it's off the rim too. 2 shots off the iron for Jack State in that sequence. La Tech gets it in transition to Bates, back to the left wing to the freshman Morris. Bates open on the right side, 3-ball, got it. And that one hurts. Jack State cut it as close as 3, but now back out to an 8-point game. Still time though, 5:50 and ticking. Here in the fourth quarter, Elsie Harris beyond the arc to Maddie McCoy. Left side of the 3-point specialist, Rachel Johnson. She'll spot up from long range and equalize it after a 3 of theirs, 56-51. Big response from Johnson and the Gamecocks. Now you need a stop after allowing a tray on the last possession. Thompson to the right side. She'll find Bukowicz. 17 points. It's been incredible off the bench for La Tech. She gets a screen from Thompson, drives to the right, passes back out. Lee was wide open, and she hit a 3. I mean, nice practice 3 right there. That's shoot-around 3. Nobody nearer within 5 or 6 feet. 59-51. Under 5 to go and a foul. Louisiana Tech stole it from Elsie Harris. And a foul called on Madison McCoy trying to get it back. We head to the media timeout. 4:55 left in this game. La Tech basketball, and they lead 59-51. Be back in just a moment here on the Gamecock Sports Network. PAC in Ruston, Louisiana. We apologize for any technical difficulties. And Jacksonville Gamecock basketball after a turnover by the Lady Texters with 4:30 to go. Down by 8, Jasmine Spencer back in the game. She's going through it in this game after getting banged up early. Has it in the corner, tries a 3. It's off the rim and rebounded by Rachel Johnson off the hands of La Tech and to Rachel, but then thrown to Louisiana Tech again. Salma Bates races down the floor and draws a shooting foul. And that'll be the 3rd team foul of the period against Jacksonville State and the 4th personal on Madison McCoy. We'll check in on scores across the league. Did that earlier. Again, Western Kentucky beat UTEP today in women's action 66-65. Middle Tennessee is cruising by New Mexico State 74-36. They're halfway through the 4th in Tennessee. Sam Houston getting beat by Liberty at home early in the 4th, 75-58. FIU is off today. Salma Bates to the free throw line. The first one up and good. 60-51 and a chance to make it a 10-point lead again here. And she hits both of them. Bates, who started pretty quietly in that first half, she's turned it around. She's got 13 points in this game. It's a 10-point difference with 4 to go. Jasmine Spencer throws it almost away, tipped by a Lady Texter. It goes to Crystal Ison, but she misses the layup. And Louisiana Tech will get it back once more. It's not over yet, but you need some stops and some scores as quick as you can get them here. Salma Bates straight away. She'll walk it left side. Over to Bukowicz. And now to Brannon. Going all the way around to the right to Morris. Robertson comes open straight away. Goes inside the arc. A handoff to Bukowicz. 3 on the shot clock. The layup rolls off to the left. It's rebounded by Brianna Rhodes. Chest pass ahead to Jasmine Spencer. Down low, it's Rachel Johnson. Misses a layup. She tries to get the rebound, but it's caught by La Tech. Salma Bates comes away with it. Bukowicz with contact near midcourt against Rachel. No foul called. 3:05 to go. And Louisiana Tech leading by 10. They're going to slow down the pace of this game a bit. Anna Laura Robertson standing at the right elbow. Hands off to Bukowicz. She backs it up to the wing. 6 to go. Long 2 for Robertson. Not a long 2, rather a 2 at the baseline, and she hits it at the low post. 63-51. Another for Robertson, and she's got a game-high 21. Jasmine Spencer in the lane. Passes it away to Maya Barnes. Maya gives it off to Crystal Ison straight away. The JUCO transfer. 2:24 to go. Will drive this time. Gives it off to Rhodes. Brianna takes it herself, and it's blocked. Knocked away by Brannon. Had a teammate wide open for 3. 2:10 left. A 12-point lead for Louisiana Tech. They have it with the freshman Gianna Morris. Anna Laura Robertson. Standing left side with 5 on the shot clock, passes to Bates. Bates with 2, puts it up, and it's airballed out of bounds. Another shot clock violation forced by Jacksonville State. Horn sounded just before it wound up out. 1:47 left. Jacksonville State down by 12. Shaquise May checks in. She'll bring it down the right side. Stop on the wing. Gets a screen from Bree Rhodes. Drives in. And a shooting foul's called. A late foul as they get a block on Robertson. And the Boo Birds come out as Queese kind of Euro stepped into that foul, if you catch my drift. Louisiana Tech fans don't like it asking for a travel. 2 free throws for Queese this time. She's got 4 points, a made 3 and a made free throw. And she makes the front end of those 2. 63-52. That is only the third team foul on La Tech, by the way, here in the fourth. Jack State has 3 as a team. Queese hits both of them. 6 points for her in this one, and it's back to a 10-point difference, 63-53. Louisiana Tech looks to be on their way to their second Conference USA win of the season, their 8th of the year. But the inbounds pass goes out of bounds. Rachel Johnson was covering Nativi, and she lost her footing. Maybe a little bit of contact, but nothing serious. And no foul was called, so Jack State will have it. Again, you've got to take advantage of these opportunities. I mean, it's not looking good, but there's 94 seconds left. And now the official goes over to the table. He'll offer an explanation to Coach Petrie. They may take a look at this. Brooke Storr might have argued that she was pushed, that there should have been a foul. In under 2 minutes, they'll take a look at it. Jack State down 10. Gamecocks are back in action next week with a pair of games, one at home and one on the road. We'll see Jack State play host to the defending conference champs in Middle Tennessee on Wednesday night. That game at the Pete will start at 6:30 p.m. And we'll have it on ESPN Plus and here on the Gamecock Sports Network. Then a week from today, we won't be in the Bayou State. Instead, we'll be up in the Commonwealth of Virginia, taking on the Liberty Flames for the second and final regular season pairing with LU. It'll tip off at 1 p.m. next Saturday up in Lynchburg, Virginia. We'll have it here on the Gamecock Sports Network as well. We come back from the break and the call is upheld. It is Jacksonville State basketball. Rachel Johnson will throw it in. Goes into Elsie Harris. Walks left to right, passes in the corner to Rachel. Gets a screen from Barnes. Now top of the key to Brianna Rhodes. Nobody coming open for the junior forward. Now she'll give it off to Shaquise May. Shaquise back to Brianna in the lane. 1:18 to go. Layup no good. Rebounded by the Lady Techsters. Morris comes down with it. Rachel Johnson with her step for step. Gets it up past half court. 66 seconds to go. Morris passes over to Nativi.
1 minute remaining in the game.
As you heard the man, 1 minute left. And Petrie not telling him to foul with it being a 10-point difference. 5 on the shot clock. Nativi goes down low to Robertson. A shooting foul, and she'll head to the line for 2 as the shot wound up on the other side of the rim. Gamecocks with this loss will fall to 6-10 on the year, 1-3 in conference play. As Robertson hits the first one, she's 4 of 4 at the line, 22 points in this game for Anna Laura Robertson. She's had some crazy outputs in games this year and another impressive outing for her. Hits both of them, 65-53, she's got 23. 47.3 left. Jacksonville State gets it back. They have not hit a field goal in the last 5 minutes. Elsie Harris will drive to the baseline. She'll pass it back out. Maddie McCoy, a 3, airballed, but it works as a pass to Shaquise May, who's fouled at the baseline after catching it. 34.9 seconds left, and Elsie Harris will throw it in as Shaquise May was fouled on the floor, just the 3rd team foul on the Lady Techsters. Goes in the corner to Madison McCoy. She lost it. It's off her hand. 4 seconds left. Or excuse me, 4 seconds between the shot and game clocks. 34.4 left. They give it in to Nativi. She races away from the defense. Layup's good. I mean, she just made a beeline to the bucket. Jack State wasn't ready for it. Shot clock's still alive. About a half-second difference between the shot and game clocks as Rachel Johnson passes it to La Tech. And then a charge on her at the end. Just from bad to worse. Shot clock's off. Let's just end this one, I guess. 20.5 left. That's a tough way to end it. 67-53 is your score right now. And Louisiana Tech is going to hold off. Jack State won't pressure. It'll be a 14-point loss for the Gamecocks as they fall to 1-3 in league action this season. Return to play next Wednesday at home against Middle Tennessee. But as for tonight, they could not stop Robertson, Salma Bates, or Bukowicz in crunch time, and they fall by 14 on the road. Anna Laura Robertson with 23 points and 3 rebounds, by far player of the game for the Lady Texters. For Jacksonville State, Rachel Johnson, 12 points, Maya Barnes, 10 points, both those off the bench, but the Gamecocks shoot just 35% from the field, and they fall by 14 on the road this evening. They've got us up in the press seats here at Louisiana Tech. Great facility, by the way, great hospitality. But with that being said, Petrie will not be making the way up into the bleachers, so we won't have a post-game interview this evening. We will see him and the Gamecocks at home next Wednesday against Middle Tennessee. Jack State and the Blue Raiders, the defending CUSA champs, tipping off at 6:30 on Wednesday, and then on the road next Saturday to take on Liberty at 1 p.m. Central Time. But that'll do it for us here on the Gamecock Sports Network. We're going to get up out of here and get on the bus. A long ride back to Jacksonville. Your final score, Louisiana Tech 67 and Jacksonville State 53. Thanks for listening in. Have a good rest of your weekend.